You don't deserve my jelly strips. All dialogues are spoken in Mandarin Chinese and subtitled in English, except for the dialogue falls between indications beginning of English dialogue and end of English dialogue or specified lines. Interior, studio apartment, day. On a drop-down window shutter, blinds are tilting up. The bright sunlight of late New York morning beams in. We move down along the court and see a hand pulling. A newly arrived international student, A-Mei, 19, sitting on the bed against the window. She turns away from the sun as it makes her eyes squint, hides her face in the shadow. We see her looking at something in front of her. She crawls forward, we follow her, and see what are on the bed. Sheets, blanket, and basketball shirt says New York Knicks, and reveal a young guy, Yu-Chen, 19, lying with his tummy against bed, toes to the window where sunlight hits his bare back. He is semi-covered with a sheet from waist down, sleeping soundly.
This is Yu-Chen, the very first crush in my life.
Close on, Yu-Chen. His lean muscles, olive-toned skin, the shape of fine bone structure beneath skin, all tuned beautifully following the rhythm of his breath. A-Mei, enchanted, her eyes move along the edge of the sheet. The uneven gap between the fabric and Yu-Chen's skin implies the sensational curve from his waist down to his hip. She discovers a corner of red, strip-shaped plastic object covered under the sheet, beneath Yu-Chen. She examines it carefully and realizes it's a Taiwanese jelly strip. As she manages to pull it out, Yu-Chen quietly awakes.
Are you peeking at me?
A-Mei is shocked.
That's okay. You can watch whatever you want, little creep.
A-Mei leaps out of the bed, walks to another side of the room, and takes something out of the freezer. She comes back to the bed, releases her hands in midair, and whoa! A dozen of frozen colorful things drop down on Yu-Chen. He twitches and he jerks awake.
What the? It's freezing!
He picks one up and realizes there are many more jelly strips.
Why are you throwing frozen jellies at me?
A-Mei bursts into laughter. Finally gets the one that was beneath Yu-Chen, bites it open, and leaves the bed.
Because someone sleeps like a pig, and that pig promised he'll get up early to take me to the farmer's market.
Yu-Chen produces a big morning stretch and reluctantly walks down the bed. He walks up to A-Mei, who is now packing her backpack and nibbling her jelly strip. Yu-Chen hugs A-Mei from behind with a sheepish smirk.
Did it hurt last night?
What?
You know, last night.
A twinkle skitters through A-Mei's eyes. She slides herself down from Yu-Chen's arms and keeps packing.
Go get your things.
Yu-Chen approaches her again flirtatiously.
Did you like it?
He hustles A-Mei, attaches her to the wall.
Hey, move!
But Yu-Chen starts tickling her.
Go away!
Yu-Chen doesn't give her a break.
Let me go!
A-Mei being cornered, eyes filled with tears from laughter.
Stop messing with me!
Yu-Chen is still tickling her. A-Mei slides down to the floor and embraces herself.
Go away!
Yu-Chen, stunned, awkwardly breaks off. A-Mei picks herself up and leaves the corner. Resumes packing her backpack. A beat.
Aren't vendors gone very quickly? Go eat that sandwich. It's already noon.
Well, then we'll just have to go somewhere else. You made this?
Who else?
Wow, a sandwich for me.
A-Mei throws her backpack on her shoulder and walks out of the room. In the background, Yu-Chen walks up to the counter, picks up the sandwich, and flips it in his hand and bites it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yu-Chen's last sentence dubs with a door closing sound. Interior apartment building. Hallway. Continuous. In the hallway, A-Mei leans against the wall to Yu-Chen's room. Her face is burning.
We shared a class in high school. He was so handsome that I secretly fell in love with him when he said hi to me the first time. The feelings didn't go away after he moved to America, so I decided I had to study abroad to see him.
She presses her palms on her cheeks. A quiet sigh slips out of her lips, and she quickly covers her mouth, but her eyes start watering. She glances the hallway. In the end, there's a front door of the building. She considers it and lowers her head. Just when she raises her face to the front door again, Yu-Chen opens his room door from behind.
Can I eat your jelly strip?
A-Mei jerkily turns her face away.
Yeah, whatever.
Hooray!
In the background, Yu-Chen submerges into the room. A-Mei watches the room door until it's fully shut and begins to pace in the hallway, biting her nails unconsciously. Then the room door opens again. Yu-Chen appears with a big bag of jelly strips in his hand. He locks the door behind him and walks up to A-Mei.
I brought you more.
He searches A-Mei's unzipped and already full backpack for more room to stack jelly strips.
And last night, we had sex, but it wasn't the way I had expected it.
Pressure from the backpack makes A-Mei stagger. She impatiently gestures to move.
Hold on.
Yu-Chen holds her backpack by her backpack handle.
You didn't close your backpack properly.
A-Mei waits for him to zip up the backpack and walks out the building rigidly. Yu-Chen bites open a jelly strip, sucks the jelly into his mouth, and follows her up. Interior, New York subway car, day. Inside a moving car, A-Mei and Yu-Chen stand side by side. A street artist is performing in the car. Yu-Chen watches the performance with excitement and is trying to engage A-Mei, who is not watching but staring outside the window. Exterior, tourist attraction bridge, day. A-Mei raises her phone at the pinnacle of the bridge to take a selfie of herself and the ascending crowds. Inside her frame, Yu-Chen is in the far back looking for her. A-Mei holds her finger on the shutter, watches Yu-Chen getting worried and turning to the wrong direction. She's slightly intrigued. Yu-Chen spots her and starts hustling his way over. A-Mei quickly snaps the selfie with him in the background and walks away. Yu-Chen is now behind her, but A-Mei ignores him. She takes more selfies every time she crosses Yu-Chen out, despite he was just inside the frame. It has become a game. Yu-Chen, noticing her intent, does hilarious moves trying to squeeze in. But A-Mei always moves the phone away in the last second. They both giggle at themselves. Finally, Yu-Chen succeeds in letting the phone catch his grimace and motion blur. A-Mei, defeated. They both look at the picture. Two happy faces in the phone look back at them.
Yo, not bad at all.
A-Mei stares at the picture.
This is a future photographer right here.
Fuck off.
A-Mei, suddenly flustered, hand tidies the mess that Yu-Chen made on her hair and leaves him behind.
Hey, I was complimenting you.
A-Mei ignores him, striding away even faster. Yu-Chen catches up behind her cautiously,
Are you mad at me?
Nope.
but she doesn't slow down.
Hey, what's wrong?
A-Mei comes to an abrupt stop, turns and looks at him square in the eyes.
Can you stop following me and being annoying?
Yu-Chen realizes A-Mei is indeed angry at him and stutters.
But
A-Mei turns and walks away again, and Yu-Chen catches up.
we kinda came here together.
Why don't you walk slower?
I'm already walking very slow.
A-Mei turns and a shot of the two starts from their feet and goes up. When the camera locks MCU on Yu-Chen, A-Mei can only be seen from her head in the same frame.
Count to 10 before you walk, asshole.
Alright. Ugh, filthy mouths. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3.
A-Mei snorts and strides away.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
As the countdown gets close to the end, A-Mei finds herself really running away from Yu-Chen. Exterior, tourist attraction bridge. Somewhere else, continuous. A-Mei runs into the frame, turns around to check on Yu-Chen, but he's not in sight. A-Mei grins at herself proudly. She passes by a drunk man, mid-60s, beginning of English dialogue.
Hey, gorgeous.
I'm sorry?
Hey, where are you going?
A-Mei walks back to him as she didn't hear him clearly.
What did you say?
I said, where are you running to? You got a gorgeous smile on your face.
Oh, thank you.
Where are you from? You got a smile like my girl. Very beautiful.
Your girl?
No, yeah, my ex-girlfriend. She's Vietnamese. I'm talking about you. Where are you from?
Oh, me. I was from Taiwan. Sorry, my English is bad. I just got here 2 days ago.
Oh, don't worry, darling. You speak very well. I wish I could speak another language like that.
While A-Mei is intrigued by his talk, a hand stretches to the drunk man. It's Yu-Chen, just arrived.
Hi, how's everything? I'm Yu-Chen.
He shakes hand with the drunk man, comfortable with American courtesy.
Oh, here you are. I know this adorable lady can't be alone. You're a lucky guy. I was just telling her I had a Vietnamese girlfriend, looks just like her. Lovely woman.
Oh, thanks, man. That's very nice of you. We have a few other places to visit before sun goes down. Have a good one.
Yu-Chen quickly parts with the drunk man. He pulls A-Mei to his side to make her walk faster, while A-Mei turns to wave goodbye to the drunk man.
Bye-bye. Nice to meet you.
Yu-Chen spins her backpack handle to make her turn. End of English dialogue.
Why did you talk to that drunk pervert? Did he approach you?
Was it? No way. He said hello and asked me where I was from.
That means he's picking you up. He said you look like his ex-girlfriend from Vietnam.
For real? Do I really? I think he just wanted to chat. Aren't Americans friendly and like to talk to strangers?
No, it wasn't that kind of chat.
Anyway, I need to work on my English speaking.
At that, Yu-Chen stops.
Give me your backpack.
What? Why?
Give it to me.
He starts to pull A-Mei's backpack off her shoulder and puts it on his own.
Take your selfies. I'll carry the backpack, so you won't run away doing other dangerous things.
I don't see anything dangerous about that man.
Some people are dangerous. You don't know that because you just got here.
A-Mei, startled by his words, falls behind.
You're dangerous! Give me back my backpack!
A-Mei drags Yu-Chen's arm to slow him down. Some bicyclists are passing by them.
Or how about you keep your hand right there?
A-Mei freezes. Her right hand is right at Yu-Chen's left elbow. She steals a glance at Yu-Chen, whose face splits into a wide smile, looking at her. A-Mei's eyes twinkle. She awkwardly hides her glance, but doesn't move her hand. They walk arm in arm together. Exterior, New York Street, day. They get off the bridge. There are many people jogging. A-Mei is watching one physically fit woman jogging away.
That girl is stunning. I want her legs.
Yu-Chen, not feeling comfortable to comment, just gives a dry laugh. Some pedestrians are passing by with ice cream.
Oh, look, ice cream.
They scan around and see an ice cream stand in the distance.
There it is! Okay, let me buy you an ice cream for backpack carrying service.
Are you sure that's for me?
A-Mei giggles and jubilantly skips towards the stand. Exterior, New York Street ice cream stand continues. She gets in front of the stand before Yu-Chen and reads the signage. When Yu-Chen gets there,
I want one with chocolate flavor.
Sure, go order from him.
A-Mei looks at Yu-Chen, then to the ice cream stand owner, who is ringing up for other customers.
You order it. I'll pay you back.
I thought you wanted to practice your English. Now is a good time.
A-Mei, hesitant, turns to Yu-Chen again and notices an American family with two little kids just arrived behind him waiting. One kid gets unsettled.
Mommy, I want ice cream.
Sure, Pumpkin, we're getting some ice cream, but we'll wait in line, okay?
A-Mei turns to the ice cream stand one more time. The owner is busy and hasn't noticed her.
Well, forget about it.
She suddenly leaves the line. Yu-Chen, surprised, leaves behind her. Exterior, New York Street continues. Tracking.
You don't want that ice cream? Why's that?
I changed my mind.
Are you afraid of ordering it? Fine, I'll do it.
Who's afraid? I want to eat my jelly strip. That's it.
A-Mei fetches her backpack and removes it from Yu-Chen.
Alright then, count me in.
She hides her backpack from Yu-Chen.
You are prohibited. That's your punishment for not getting me ice cream.
Hey, okay. I'll go and order it for you. Happy?
Too late! I don't feel like to have it anymore.
She grins slyly and pulls out two jelly strips, one purple and one yellow, from her backpack. She exaggeratedly swings the yellow one like a sword in front of him and throws the purple one on the ground in front of Yu-Chen.
Pick up your sword, peasant. You can have your jelly strip over my dead body.
Very funny.
He bends down to pick up the purple jelly strip. A-Mei strikes his head with yellow jelly strip holding in her hand. Yu-Chen acts cool, calmly picks up the one on the ground and raises his head. The determined look on his face off A-Mei. Yu-Chen charges, A-Mei fights back. Purple and yellow jelly swords crisscross each other in midair. They even do a circle to swap positions like real knights.
Jade Lady Sword. Ha!
Ha! Holy dragon tail spin!
Yelling out the names of sword fighting styles in Chinese wuxia novel, they are now fighting like masters from Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon. A-Mei raises her yellow jelly strip in the air, spins in the swirl, and comes down to Yu-Chen hard.
Eat my... the sword of no regret!
Right in Yu-Chen's face.
Dagger catching hands!
Instead of clashing it with his purple jelly sword, Yu-Chen clasps his hands on A-Mei's yellow jelly strip in midair. It bursts. A-Mei screams. Her jelly strip now splatters all over Yu-Chen and herself.
Ew, gross!
She wipes her face and shakes her arms to get rid of the jelly scraps. Yu-Chen is laughing hard.
Look what you've done! There are everywhere!
Yu-Chen comes to help her pat away the yellow fragments in her hair and starts to clean after himself. A-Mei just stopped yelling, then finds more jelly scraps on her shirt.
On my shirt, too? Damn!
A-Mei tries to pat away the jelly scraps on her shirt atop her chest, but instead the jelly gets pat down, liquidized onto her shirt. Yu-Chen, worried that she might get angry again, pinches her shirt to get jelly out with some agitation.
Don't worry, they'll be washed off.
Now I really want to punch you.
They now stand closely to each other, with 4 hands working on A-Mei's shirt to get rid of the remaining jelly. Close up on Yu-Chen. He frowns from being concentrated, pulling and pinching the fiber of A-Mei's shirt atop her chest to get smaller jelly scraps out. Off A-Mei, feeling his breath on her face, an uncomfortable look slowly grows. She recalls what happened last night. Cut to interior. Interior, studio apartment, night, flashback. The intimate touch, Yu-Chen's face was so close to hers. Yu-Chen took his top off and pulled her towards him by her hair. Feeling the resistance, Yu-Chen frowned and pressed A-Mei down to the bed. Cut to exterior, New York street day. Back to the street, A-Mei pushes Yu-Chen away.
I'll clean it myself.
Yu-Chen, stunned by her sudden remoteness, and watches her going away. Interior, public restroom, day. A-Mei sprints into a public restroom and stands in the mid-lobby and looks into herself in the mirror, overwhelmed. Her face is burning. Suddenly, she hears a slight bar cock from behind. She awkwardly walks up to one of the taps and buries her face under the water to hide her look. We see from the mirror an old woman emerges from one of the restrooms. The old woman walks upon another tap and gently washes her hands, while A-Mei is still wildly splattering water onto her face. Close upon A-Mei in the mirror. She raises her face from the fountain, looking fresh, except her eyes are still red. She stares at herself. Rack focus onto the mirror. A-Mei's face becomes blurry. Now we see a small piece of flyer about the Me Too movement attached on the mirror, but A-Mei doesn't notice it. A-Mei taps the faucet off and leaves the restroom. She makes so much noise, the old woman takes a peek on her way out. A-Mei unexpectedly storms back in. The old woman hides her glance. A-Mei goes straight to the paper towel and wipes the jelly stain in front of the mirror. Exterior, public restroom, continuous. We follow A-Mei out of the restroom. Yu-Chen is waiting worriedly.
Are you alright?
Yu-Chen gently reaches his arm to A-Mei, but she passes by him without stopping. Exterior, New York Park, day. Now it's close to sundown. In the park, we see there are many people jogging.
Do you want to go somewhere else?
A-Mei is tucked in one corner of a bench shared by Yu-Chen. Holding some jelly strips in her hand, she is quietly nibbling one jelly strip and watching people jogging by.
Still upset.
A-Mei ignores it.
Should we head back?
A-Mei frowns and refuses to look at it.
Ice cream stand is leaving soon.
What?
She turns to Yu-Chen gloomily.
You still want that ice cream?
What are you even talking about? I didn't even remember the ice cream.
Oh.
Can you stop talking to me?
Yu-Chen stares at her. A-Mei feels his fixation and turns further away.
Come on, don't be mad at me.
He puts his hand around Amy's shoulder and starts to pull her into his arms.
Go away!
Her voice is shaking in sound. Yu-Chen alertly draws back his hand. A-Mei tucks herself back into the corner again. A beat. Yu-Chen stands up and stretches his arms energetically.
I'm going for a run. You want to come?
Just get lost.
At that, Yu-Chen doesn't move. Instead, he nervously paces. When he finally stops, he faces A-Mei, blocking the sunlight and casting a shadow on her.
Fine. I didn't know, okay? I thought you were dating a high school grader when we were in school.
A-Mei sharply raises her face.
What?
I didn't know that was your first time last night.
A-Mei, stunned, glares at him.
What are you talking about? What has it to do with me dating a high grader?
No, it doesn't, okay? I've always adored you. You said you want to see me, came to visit me, and asked me to show you places. And...
A-Mei stands up, angrily pushes him and gets away. Yu-Chen chases her and asks loudly in the back.
Don't you have the same feelings for me?
He pulls her backpack again. A-Mei slaps his hand down but turns her back at him.
Do you have any idea why I'm angry?
So I'm apologizing.
And what are you apologizing for?
Well, I don't...
You raped me!
Right in the moment, a group of joyful American teenagers riding lime scooters are passing by, but no one has noticed anything strange in A-Mei shouting in Mandarin Chinese. They're all laughing and yelling. When the scooters are gone, silence resumes. A beat.
But now I've told you that I adore you. That should change your mind?
A-Mei blanches. She stares at Yu-Chen in disbelief.
Stay away from me.
She throws all the jelly strips at him and runs away. Exterior, New York Park. Somewhere else, moments later. A-Mei runs into the frame, bends her knee to catch her breath. Panicked and crying. An American woman, Lisa, early 20s, jogs by and notices her. Beginning of English dialogue.
Hi, are you alright?
A-Mei shakes her head, still can't catch her breath.
Can you breathe?
Lisa gently pats her on the back, but A-Mei flinches and frantically looks around for direction.
I have to leave.
Are you alright? Do you want to sit down?
A-Mei shakes her head again, realizes she has to answer in English.
My friend,
You have a friend over there?
he raped me.
Your friend. You were assaulted by your friend? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Now Lisa looks panicked too.
Okay. Were you hurt? Is he chasing you? We should get somebody to help. Let me call 911.
Lisa takes her phone from her pocket, but A-Mei presses her hand down so abruptly that it almost hits Lisa on the arm.
But I still love him.
Lisa, stung, stares at A-Mei, who is also looking at her.
Do you understand me?
Yes. Yes, I think I do. I see.
A ray of sympathy appears in Lisa's eyes.
Sorry, my English is bad.
Oh, no. I can understand you clearly.
Hey Lisa, wanna go to Becky's? A voice is calling Lisa in a distance. Pan to a group of 3 of Lisa's girlfriends waiting for her ahead of them.
Give me a sec. I'm sorry to hear what has happened to you. Is there any way I can help you? I want to help you.
I want to leave. I'm scared.
Yes, you can leave with me. Let's get you out of here first. Don't worry. I'll make sure you're safe.
A-Mei nods to Lisa like crazy.
We're going to my friend's place. You can come with us if you like.
Lisa points at her friends. They see A-Mei looking at them and casually wave hands to her. A-Mei, hesitant, looks at Lisa and then turns to the direction where she came from. No sighting of Yu-Chen.
It'll be all right. My friends and I will help you.
A-Mei turns back and sees Lisa looking at her concernedly.
No matter who your friend is, just don't go back to him right now. And he's not invited.
Humored by this, a quiet sound of laughter slips out of A-Mei's lips. Lisa's smiling at her and gestures her to leave.
Come on.
A-Mei takes a deep breath. A determined look slowly appears on her face. End of English dialogue. Under the setting sun, she follows Lisa and runs up to her friends. The end.